Hello! This is me trying to recap all of Genesis in 20 minutes for you, YouTube, before I go back to my stream and then talk about this shit for like 3 hours. Topic number 1, J-Mook wins his first Super Major, and it is also the first Sheik Super Major / even Major in ever. So other Sheik mains have won big tournaments like Plup or Mewtwo King, but that was with Sheik as a co-main. That means they used multiple characters to do it. This is the first time a solo Sheik has been able to do it. Now, there's probably some year in the olden days, I'm talking like 2003, 2004, maybe, where some Sheik, either Reciferous or Azin or somebody, won a Super Major. But those don't really count. Super Majors back then were like 60 players deep. They didn't count. Okay, we're talking 1,200 plus players in the modern era, inarguably the hardest era of Smash that has ever existed, and J-Mook did it. J-Mook fucking did it. Congrats to J-Mook. Absolute champ. What did he have to say about it, actually? I didn't even... Hold on. Is there an interview? My man didn't say a word? Oh, this is... Oh, there we go. Hold on.
Last year they called me the Silver Surfer, but now we hitting the gold! Let's go! Let's go! Love you all for getting me from Genesis, from last year's Genesis to now. So much has happened. I owe it to all of you for helping me create the best version of myself through this game. This game means so much to me. I've played this game since I was super young.
J-Mook, you're wasting all my time. Jesus Christ, 24-second interview? All right, thank you, J-Mook. Thank you for that. All right, really quick, to continue on with the results, we have the top 8. Let's take a look at some of the other results. We got the top 8 rounded out by Plup, Moki, J-Mook, Zane, Toussaint, Cody, Schwab, no longer IBDW, changed the tag, Hungrybox, Leffen. Okay, I'd say some other standouts in results include Moki's Monster Run and Toussaint's Monster Run, which brings me to my next thing, where we talk about the biggest upsets. In my opinion, the biggest upset of the tournament was Toussaint reverse 3-0ing AMSA, where I do not believe the video is on the internet yet. Toussaint actually reverse 3-0ing AMSA, and we're talking about a player in AMSA who has tons of experience beating Hungrybox. So this is like actually absurd. To be down 2 games against a player who is not only familiar with the matchup, but has consistently been able to challenge, if not beat, the best Jigglypuff player to ever do it. And you reverse 3-0 that person? So congrats to Toussaint for the run. Toussaint's insane. Toussaint also beat Kadoran. And then surely Toussaint had to beat someone else, right? I'm wasting precious time. Oh, Sunsei as well. So beating AMSA, then Sunsei, before losing to Plup and then beating out Kadoran to make it in. So Monster Run there. And the other biggest upset in my mind, the back-to-back wins from Moki on IBDW and Hungrybox. Okay, for the longest time, Moki and Hungrybox have had some sort of beef where Hungrybox does his rankings on stream, and then Moki ends up getting ranked like 15 or underrated, and then Moki gets pissed, and then Moki either beats Hungrybox or has a very close set after. It's like clockwork, right? Now, I believe Moki's wins, if I'm reading this tweet correctly, only happened online through Slippy. But this time around, I believe it should be, according to the tweet, the first time that Moki ends up beating Hungrybox on land. And then, immediately following that, Moki ends up beating IBDW. Cody. No longer IBDW. Excuse me. To get into winners top 8. And you think that Moki is done? No! Then Moki goes ahead, makes winners top 8, and then beats out Plup to advance into winners finals. So no matter what, you were going to have a brand new person. Actually, J-Mook's been in grand finals. I take it back. But Moki had a shot. Moki did not end up pulling through. Ended up at 3rd, but still an amazing performance. And honestly, kind of an indicator that Moki is a front runner to win a major in the future. Right? You keep thinking about who can do it next. It's not me. It's Moki. So Moki can actually do it next. Moki played out of his mind. And it's always been a thing where you know that he's got the potential, but a lot of times he's kind of hard on himself. The mentality suffers a little bit and doesn't perform to the level we all know he can. This time, however, he did. So congrats to those two for what I consider to be the bigger upsets of the event. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is 2 big tournaments have been announced. Major upset in Portland. Let's check out the trailer. Oh God, I got to speedrun this. All right, let's go.
For years, we hid underground. We created our own rules, our own laws, with our own values and treasures. In the darkness arose heroes, and from their shadows emerged villains. But together, we fought to survive. And now, we're back in blood.
What a cool trailer. Holy shit. I hope that's not DMCA. If you ruined my YouTube video, PNW, I'm going to be pissed. Hey, what's up, Salsa Jam? Welcome back to the Sub Pub. Hello, Hugs. Genesis Night event was stacked and lit. Too bad I was not able to attend the Sub Pub. Still a great tournament. Keep up the good content, Hugs. Thank you, Salsa Jam. Welcome back. And so yeah, the first big major out of Portland, Oregon, if I'm correct. And if you don't know, Portland, Oregon is a sick city. Really amazing food. Really amazing beer. All that. It's just a good vibe. I love it. The weather's amazing. The nature's amazing. Portland, Oregon, April 1st through 2nd, 2023. $15,000 prize pool, Ultimate, Melee, and Rivals. Featuring a lot of top players. Now, the next one, we had back-to-back sick trailers. It's from Battle of BC. Number 5, the 5th iteration. If you haven't been to a Battle of BC, if you haven't been to Vancouver, highly suggest. Let's watch the trailer. Whoa! A boat after party. Canada loves their boat after parties. Bro, why didn't I get trailers like this? God damn, this is cool. Jeez. All right, what's my next topic? Hold up. Oh, Mango. Mango dropping out. Next topic.
You need to be here. This is insane.
So, if you haven't been, I highly suggest you consider going to Battle of BC. One of the coolest tournaments ever, period. One of my favorites every year. I do my best never to miss. All right. Next, we got 10 minutes. This is fine. We could run it. We got 9 minutes. Oh, shit. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Mango in the bracket chose to dip after the top 3 rankings were revealed. Mango was ranked 3rd, which is against, the community was split on it. I think some people, including myself, felt that he should have been number 2 in the world. And then some people felt that Amsa should have been number 2 in the world. I think both were entirely arguable. So when I heard that after the announcement, Mango chose to play secondaries and kind of just throw a potential run away and just leave the tournament, I admit, initially, I was a little unhappy with it, right? But I didn't go on Twitter or judge because it's like, it's everybody's choice whether to enter and compete or not. I think it's really weird or entitled behavior to feel like Mango owes you his play or owes you or anybody his time playing. Because if playing was the most pleasant, amazing, perfectly good and positive experience, then sure, maybe you could say, yo, why aren't you doing this thing that is so awesome and fun? Is it because you hate the community? Do you hate us? Do you hate competition? Right? But the actuality of competing is that it's fucking stressful. It wears you out. It could mess you up for like weeks. Okay? It is not an easy thing to go through. So we do it. When a player decides to play, it is a privilege to watch them, not a right. I just want to point that out. Okay? I understand why people were mad, but I just want to point out to the community at large that when people play the game and then they choose not to play the game, it is only a privilege for you to watch them play. You should not demand to see anyone play if they just don't feel like it, okay? So I'm showing this just because it was the one that stuck out in my head. I know that B-Bats actually took it back later or like just kind of understood, but basically saying a sentiment that I think a lot of people felt. So I just wanted to share it, okay? Truthfully, I don't know how you defend this from Mango, like, oh, he's the GOAT though. Attitude is so disrespectful to everyone who is giving it their all this tournament. He decided to throw due to being one spot underranked. Dude could have taken that rank and said, fuck you, I'm better, but no. Okay, so that is how a lot of people felt. And look, in my mind, as far as rankings go, people should take into account what happened here if they're trying to rank Mango in the future. But outside of that, I don't really think we have the right to say that he needs to play or not. You could be upset. Like, I think the right take here is to go, fuck, I really wanted to see Mango play. And I'm actually kind of like sad about it. And I think it's kind of lame, but I'll just leave it at that and then move forward, right? But we shouldn't act entitled to his play. If he doesn't feel like, in all actuality, we are lucky that we have a 30-plus-year-old man on his level still playing, who, by the way, is very hard carrying the scene. Okay, so like this is not the guy that we need to be getting mad at every time he doesn't play. Okay, that's the quickest way to get someone to retire. And I promise you the community does not want this man to retire. That is bad news all the way around. So Mango ended up coming out with the twit longer. Oh, fuck, am I going to make this in 5 minutes? For some reason, Mango wrote the most words I've ever seen him write in my life. I cannot believe it. Okay, but Mango did address it, and I will read it right now. Just wanted to clear some things up. Just going to vent some things out and keep it short. Going into Genesis, anyone who watched my stream leading up to it, knew that I wasn't very motivated to compete. It might sound dumb to some people, but I just really wanted to watch the Eagles game and not worry about the tournament. I went to Main Stage, Lud's tournament, and Genesis while pretty much not wanting to go, so when I get to Genesis, I was kind of waiting for an excuse to not play try, and getting ranked third was kind of the scapegoat. Big raffle. I think me and Amsa could be both number 2 and number 3, and it would make sense, but I just wanted to be mad at something to get out of trying. To me, going to 3 state tourneys that I really didn't want to play in because I love and care for the community, to that same community just kind of give me shit, just maybe snaps, okay? Got it. I actually had a fun time playing Doc. It wasn't even mad or sad when I lost. It's when I checked Twitter and saw the Moki post and a few other people kind of shitting on me, just hurt more because I actually know and like these people. Me and Moki talked about it in person. We cleared the air, so it doesn't bother me now looking back on it. Cool. Everything gets better when people talk. When the randoms dogpile me, it doesn't really bother me that much because they are stupid fucks who actually know nothing about me. I do want to apologize for acting like I'm bigger than Melee because I think nothing is bigger than the game itself, and that was just said in a moment of frustration. Going to the guild house and hanging with the actual community made me realize that I'm very loved, and I love just about everyone in the community. I did see Mango there. He was having an amazing time. It was really wholesome. Easy to forget that when hate is sent your way. Also, I'm kind of just a baby at the start of every new Melee year because I have to play mental gymnastics to get myself to care sometimes, and every year is just getting harder. Right, chat, because this man has been competing since 2006, and he's been at the top for a long time. You have no idea. You know what stops old people from being good at games? It's not that they're getting old and their reactions are getting slower. It's that they've been doing it for a hella fucking long time, and they get really tired of it. They get tired of all the BS that comes with it. And motivation is a factor, and sometimes you just want to do other things with your life, like watch the Eagles play football. Anyways, Mango kind of explains what went on, and I don't think anybody can be mad at it. I think it was a very well-written twit longer, and if you get mad at this, then you kind of aren't letting somebody live the life that the way that they want, and really, you don't deserve to watch Mango if that's the case. All right, next. Oh, baby, we barely have time. Okay, so next is the TO complaining. So from what I understand, Ginger made a post, and everyone got mad at Ginger. Basically, where Ginger was complaining that this was one of the worst tournaments in terms of how it was run that he's ever seen. I cannot say because I did not compete. All I know is that I was watching stream or commentating stream, and we had to wait for matches to start. There was downtime in a lot of cases, but I've definitely been to worse run tournaments. I've been to worse run majors for sure. And then Ginger says in a couple years. Anyways, it spawned a whole lot of hate and anger on Twitter saying that this was a very entitled take or something along those lines. I am not too sure what people were mad about. If there is more beyond these few tweets, then I'm a little surprised. But basically, some people were complaining about the way things ran. Some people were saying that it's the players' fault for not showing up to their matches on time and taking forever. And I think it's a lot of it. A lot of that definitely does happen. A lot of times players do not show up on time for their shit. And it makes the TOs' lives harder. And I do really wish that people would take to personal DMs to criticize majors or TOs, especially some of our biggest ones, because this is the most thankless job in Smash. And I think a lot of TOs would appreciate it if they were not, on top of losing thousands and thousands of dollars every time they run an event, that they also do not get hatred from the community that they are trying to help on a regular basis. 36 seconds. Holy crap. Can I do it? Hungrybox announced a new Melee tournament. $3,000 bi-weeklies on Slippy. Online, baby. We don't care. Let Nintendo know. We don't care. We're doing it online. Brought to you by Coinbase, Team Liquid, and Hungrybox. However, this did bring about some controversy because people were saying that it was in the way of other major locals. Where am I hearing this timer? Oh. Okay, well, we're going to keep going. I got like 2 minutes left. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So, a lot of people were upset that the tournament was directly in conflict with the New York City nightclub tournament, which is one of, if not the biggest current local, going on every single week, I believe, or is it bi-weekly? I think it's weekly. But it is watched by many online. It is attended by many, many top-level talent. And the problem is, if this tournament cannibalizes attendance and attention and viewership, New York City nightclub might just close down. And then if this tournament ever ends, nightclub is already gone. It's already far gone. We can't replace it. It's just gone. So we want to avoid that. Once again, as Twitter so regularly does, the response was very angry and heated. But I think it was addressed well by Hungrybox, saying that he's been working with TOs behind the scene to figure out a solution that works best for all. Okay, I don't know what the original tweet was, but basically a lot of money is going into it. And I saw Hungrybox post a tweet saying that they are working on changing the dates. And I do believe that they will. I think we could say that without getting all kinds of mad at money being brought into the scene. We could just figure out a way to make things work if possible. But I also understand why New York was mad. Let's continue. Okay, I got one more topic. All right, we did 4-side fights. Commentary was sick. I did commentary, if you didn't know. It was dope. It was fun. And then I also did a 4-side fight segment where it's like, what is it compared to? Around the Horn, where people yell about random stuff and they get asked questions. Well, here's one of them. Biggest upset.
Topic. Panelists, what is the most disturbing upset that you've ever seen? What is the most disturbing upset that you can conceive of?
2017, was it? Ghetto War Machine 420 versus Hugs. Yeah, right? Am I getting it wrong?
He never beat me. No.
He never beat you at Evo?
No. I remember all my losses.
That was Ken.
I lost
Oh,
to
he outplayed
I
you.
lost to Laud.
No, that's right. I think he either tied or outplaced you, and that was the joke on the subreddit.
Oh, I see.
What was Hugs and Ghetto War Machine 420 at the time?
Yeah.
So that
My
might not
fault,
be,
I'm sorry.
that's not the best upset you've seen, but the one you can conceive of.
Yeah, it wasn't even upset. It was just a placing.
Okay, so my
I jumped the
upset's
gun on
coming
that
up in a
one.
second.
You can deduct points.
It's not going great. By the way, just so you all know, Hugs is at 18, IBDW 8, Scar 3, and Slime 6. I don't know if you can see the score.
Kill my time.
IBDW, what do you think? Most upsetting upset? Disturbing.
Disturbing?
Scary. Eldritch. Makes your skin crawl. October. Friday the 13th.
Just keep going, you're giving me inspiration.
I don't have this much juice.
You don't have that much? That's upsetting. I don't know about the most upsetting, but I think the funniest upset I've ever seen was someone losing at Genesis and their friend took their controller from their hand so that they didn't throw it in the trash can.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
kind of like that. Yeah, that's a good.
And you
friend.
probably know that player too.
I
I'm
don't.
going to throw one. No, you definitely do.
You got to name them. the face that you should feel.
Okay, so
Here's
I
mine.
want to clear up. I was happy about. Oh,
It's
God
cheat.
damn it. Okay, well, I changed my answer. There's yeah. Like okay, so I lost to the cheat at Summit, right? And in the middle of the set,
As you do.
I was like up 3 stocks to 1, and he was coming back, and I kept saying, "It's not gonna happen, dude. It's not gonna happen."
Yeah.
And then
you
it
you
did
said
happen.
that out loud or in your head?
I was saying it out loud.
You told him it
I was
wasn't gonna
telling
happen.
him this, and then it happened. It was very disturbing to me.
And have you entered? How many singles brackets have you entered since then?
It's not because of that. I was already not entering
It's
single
coincidence,
brackets
yeah,
before
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They try to put it on cheat. Cheat retired Hugs, no shot. Last but not least, and we'll talk about these further, just quick stories. I got 2 for you that are hilarious. I don't care if I go over time. We're doing story time now. So Ringler, I went to the bathroom on the last night of Guildhouse, and I see Ringler, and I say, "What's up, dude? How's it going?" And then Ringler goes, "Yo, dude, did I ever tell you I had this bit that I was going to run where I was going to tell a bunch of our mutual friends that I'm not happy with you, that you've upset me, that something's going on between us, where you've like angered me?" And then I'm like, "Oh, and then what?" And then he's like, "Well, that's it. I would just wait for them to find you and then tell you about it so that you would feel bad and you'd have to start questioning, did I do something wrong?" And then I go, "Wow, Ringler, that's really hilarious." And then he goes, "Yeah, I know. It's literally gaslighting." And then so later, all right, I'm like, "That's kind of funny. It's a funny bit. Sure, I like humor. That's fine." So then later, same night, I see Ringler and he's in my way. So I jokingly go, I'm like, "Yo, get out of my way." And then he sits in his seat and I'm talking in front of people. And he just looks down on his phone. He's like, "Dude, could you just please go away?" And then I'm like, it's the bit. And then no one is laughing. And then I'm like, no, guys, no, Ringler, he's like doing a joke. And then Skurzo, I literally see him, he's like nervous. He's like, he's not even looking at me in the eyes. He's looking down. Like, this is a weird situation. I'm like, "Ringler, can you tell them it's a bit?" And nobody is laughing, and Ringler is committed to the bit. And then I sit there. I'm like, "Please, Ringler, guys, he literally just told me about the bit. Haha." No one laughs. I give him a hug. He doesn't reciprocate. I'm like, "All right, fine. I'm leaving. I swear it's a bit." And then I walk away. God damn it. I couldn't even tweet about it because it sounds serious. All right, last story that I'm telling. And then, before the YouTube video ends, another story involved 2 of my friends that are not all the way smashers, but are like tangential to the scene. No, they are actually smashers. What am I saying? They've been to Genesis before. So, but they don't know Vish like that, right? So we were at dinner. It's me, Mike, Vish, our 2 friends, and then Lauren. And then Mike pulls out his phone. He pulls out a photo of a random Indian guy sitting at a poker table. And then he asks our 2 friends, he goes, "Does this look like Vish?" And he shows both of them, and they don't know how to answer it. He doesn't like super look like Vish. So then they're just like kind of confused. They don't know if they want to laugh at this. And then they go, "No, not really." And they start kind of like, "That's just kind of racist." And then Vish goes, not Vish. Mike takes his phone back. He goes, "Oh, well, that's Vish's brother." And then, and then both of them, their faces turn red because it turns out that they were the ones being like, he was literally showing them a photo of Vish's brother, not saying it was Vish's brother, asking them if this person looks like Vish, this random Indian person that they don't know. So, of course, they're like, "Dude, that's kind of weird. You're being kind of racist." "No, they don't look the same." He's like, "Oh, wait, really? Because that's his brother." And then Vish is like, yeah, that's my brother. It turns out you 2 are racist. All right. So there you have it, chat. There's my 27 minute recap of Genesis. Whoa. Thank you for watching. That's going to go on YouTube. Now back to a normal stream.